Dzień dobry, jak się masz? How are we going? How was everyone? How are you? Um, I'm actually just going live because it's easy for me to do an update on live and then just say good day to a few people, just things of how things have been going, and then I'll probably just have a chat to a few people, stay online or stay live for a bit longer. So yeah, the channel I've been really busy. Work's been busy, back to work. Weather's turned terrible here in Tassie, and trying to catch up on some projects that I've started on. The Peter Person appreciation build. We've got a few people who are bombing along in that, and I will keep everyone informed. I think I've been letting Brett G know if he hasn't seen anyone as well. Brett's going well on his build, and I'm trying to go as best I can on mine. I'll just grab it here, and I'll do a better video on that later on. The spit is deckled up. Just waiting for some bit better, warmer weather to spray a gloss coat over the top to seal the decals in, so I'll give it a wash. So far, the kit has it's a nice. The Airfix kit is a nice kit. Few little issues with it. The decals are really good that I put on. Didn't have any hassle with the decals whatsoever, and I used Tamiya Mark Fit, Mr. Whatever Mark Fit Strong. They went really well down on that, but try that bit of pre-weathering, and the blue is really hard to get a good result with. So that is that one done. What else have I been doing? I've been working on the old FW200 Condor. I've been doing videos with the progress on this. This is the old Revell kit 1963, and I have been doing a few things to that. I scratch built some wheel wells, improved the Bombay. It's been fighting me in a couple of spots. I've had a bit of trouble with it in a couple of areas. I've lost a bit of the rivet detail, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. The other good thing you might be able to notice is there's actually good lighting in here now. So I've upgraded the lighting system. Just put some better light bulbs in and running a better light in my workbench, which has made a hell of a lot of difference to what I haven't been seeing before. Boy, oh boy, I thought myself, some of the work I thought was all right until you look underneath a good light, and it's pretty horrendous. So yeah, the lighting is improved. I have also been working on. I had a video done. Oh, blimey! 12 months ago, I started work on the old Airfix ankle and the new reboxing. I've been working on and off. Look, guys, it's do yourself a favour and just buy the new one. This old Airfix kit, I think it was tooled in about 1968 or something. Airfix keep bringing it out every now and then. The only thing that's different about this one than the new P version that Airfix brought out was this is the H20 version. It had, I think it had Junkers Jumbo 219 engines in it. It had wooden propeller blades. It also had the fully rotating gun turret position in the top there, which I've sort of made a new one for because the kit one's rubbish. Increased heavier armament, and it was used in the transport role, bomber role to the end of the war. They didn't fly much towards the end because the German Air Force just ran out of fuel. And but if you want one in that variant, then that's the only one that I know of. I don't know whether Airfix will bring out their tooling in that kit later on. I have noticed a few things in the new Airfix kit that might suggest they might do variants, the tooling variants for later Michael bombers. But that's really about it. Just notification come through. Sorry. Now, what will I like to do? Hensley's Hobbies. Doug, good old Doug, cousin Doug, has been doing some excellent work. He has did a couple of the rat rods. He's got the Chev Rat La Truck that he's just almost done a completion on. So go and check out Doug Hensley's Hobbies. Al Woods, if Al's watching, Al's been doing some fantastic work. He's got a Panzer II, the old Tamir kit, which apparently is still a nice old kit. He's doing that for the John Parker Buddy build. He's just done a final reveal on that. Jamie Wrote. I keep saying it wrong. Jamie Wrote is doing an Airfix Mitsubishi A6 M2B0. He does a lot of really nice little 1/72 scale kits. Go and check that out. My buddy from Sweden, he's a Peters Plastic. He's going flat out on the all Mopar group build, which I will try to start very soon. I've got my kit there. Peters Plastic is doing, and I'm writing everything down here so I don't forget. Most people, I do forget a lot of people. I feel real bad about it. Peters Plastic is doing a Coronet Super B. His update number 4 is on his channel at the moment. Classic Plastic 101 down memory lane. Hensley's has done the Jay's Rat Rod build. That's what Doug has done a couple of kits on. Charlie Mack has been busy cooking pork, I think it was last time, but he's done a fantastic job on his new tooled Airfix Swordfish. So go and check out Charlie Mack. Scale Bench Plastic Models. Excellent channel. Scale Bench has done some fantastic work. G'day, sweetheart. Mr. Motti, Mr. Steve Mottram. How are you, darling? Scale Bench Plastics has done 2 figures in preparation for his Peter Persons tribute build. The Swedish Tank Crew, which is, he can't really well, considering there's a really complex camouflage uniform pattern. And just let me go on here. Now, Max Krumer asked me a question on my channel whether I was going to finish. I've done the construction on my JSE card model of the Atlantic Conveyor. I haven't yet, Max Kuma. If you are still watching the channel, you might tell me to pull my head in. UK Scale Modeler has just done a update number 4 on the World War II group build. If you haven't had a look, go and check it out. I will try to get something done for that. Big Charlie's Model Garage is another excellent channel. Big Charlie's got some interesting Hot Wheels and diecast that he's been on there, and it's always good to go and check out Big Charlie's models. Chance Northwest uploaded his Chance's view on October. Chance has been busy doing a few bits and pieces there, so Len's been pretty busy. Go and check out Lenny's channel. As once Al Woods has been flat out building his World War II group build by UK Scale Modeler, where he's building those retro Airfix 1/76 scale, I think they are. It's a nice trip down memory lane. Frankie Day, poor old Frankie Day. Frankie Day's been keeping busy, and I wish him all the best. God bless after losing Ruthie. And everyone on YouTube loves old Frank, so go and check his channel out. That's about all I've got. Doug's been busy. World War II scale models and diecast uploaded package video. Always interesting to watch World War WWK. Sorry, WWK scale models and diecast. Um, always interesting videos to watch. Chris Gee. Chris has a small mail call video, and just call past and say good day to Chris. We all have our struggles at the time, and Chris is having a struggle getting his mojo back and other things. So go and check out Chris G's channel. Call in and say good day. There's been heaps going on. John Parker's been flat out. He's doing a really good little inbox review on a Airfix Opel Blitzen Pack 40. Brett G, he's done video 6 of the Peter Person group build. Munchkin Modelling has been flat out. I'm just mentioning all these names. Another guy to go and check out his channel and please sub is Greg's Models. Greg's doing the Tamiya 135th scale Sherman Easy 8 tank build. It's an excellent kit, and I'd love to be able to get that. Jeff's Model Garage. Jeff has done his All Mopo group build final reveal. Charlie Max got the 32 Ford, I think it was, done. Military Planes and Ships. Go and check out Military Planes and Ships. He's doing a fantastic job, and I'll keep Chuck at Military Planes and Ships. Go and check out Chuck. He's doing some work on a big 1/400 scale Titanic. Bilge Rat has finished his rustification build, which was, I think, was the Lindbergh Blue Devil Destroyer, which has done a fantastic job, really rusting it up. Looks fantastic. And now he's back onto the Black Pearl. And apart from that, Bill's Panzerman Bill at Panzerman Bill's Bunker is doing that old M36 Jackson Fujimi kit. Go and check out Bill. He does a fantastic job on that. John Moore's gone from one extreme to the other. John's gone from a big Tiger tank from John Moore Scar Models. Has gone from the big Tiger to a 1/72 scale Vesta T55. And that's about it. I have not been much doing this. Nigel's modelling bench. I've just been writing all these things down and going through them, so I know. I'm just Chipper. Thank you, buddy. I hope you and your family. We are fine. Thanks, Steve Mottram. I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. I keep forgetting that people can chat on here all the time. Thanks, mate. But that's about it. There's been some fantastic work going on. Everyone has been flat out building. I'm trying to do as much as I can building wise. It's just a matter of trying to get work and play together. No new model kits or anything. I'm not buying anything. No, it's just I was down today looking for and I'll show you. Excuse me. So I had the new tool Airfix H111 H20. I went down the stairs and I got this one. I knew it was here somewhere. This is the 1975 issue. There you go. 1975 issue of the Heinkel HE20. Exact same kit in the old. This is the grey from the Airfix. This is the blue. I don't know whether you can see the difference or not. This is the real soft plastic. This is the old Airfix hard plastic. And like when I was trying to find this today, it's like, geez, guys, it's doing that up. Like that's been here for that long. It's just unbelievable. And I've got far too much to build. So I am not buying anything else. If I do buy anything, it'd probably be a couple of ships, or I really been waiting for the Airfix Hellcat to come down in price. I wouldn't mind an Airfix Hellcat. I think that'd be 124 scale Airfix. Yeah, but anything else, I'm not buying much else. But there's been a couple of car kits. I did see good old cousin Doug, Doug Hainsley. He bought a couple of car kits cheap. There was a couple of little kits there that I liked. But I got, where do you stop? That's what I sorted out the problem with, and I'll do a video on this when I can. I was having trouble using this Vallejo Model Air, just playing up on me all the time. I did find that if I remove that protective cap from my airbrush, it sprays really, really, really well. There's no. I was speaking to the rebels at Cloud9, and maybe it might be a vortex type thing that's causing in the tip that causes the paint to dry as it's coming out the tip. It does not block up with that protective tip taken off that airbrush. But of course, you've got to be careful with that too, because you damage your needle if you weren't careful. But apart from that, I'm really, really pleased with trying to catch up on things, trying to get stuff built. There's about a 5-part video on the Condor. There's a bit of a story behind this kit. There's a bit of a story behind why I wanted to. I know the new tool one's out there. There's a bit of a story behind why I'm building this one. But as you can see, really, like, there's not much filler going in it for an old kit. And the trailing edges and everything are really, really fine on this. I know it's a crap camera, sorry, but it's been a nice kit to build. It's not a shake and bake, but it's something that you can just a I don't know. I don't know what to think of. It's just like a trip down memory lane for me. After that, I've still got the Condor to build for UK scale modelers World War II group build. I'm hoping to get that up and running as soon as I get on top of a couple of other things on the bench, get it cleared out. I've just got that many projects. That many projects on the go. It's unbelievable at the moment. Well, half-finished stuff, so that's why I'm pushing to get some of these kits that I've laid around, just get stuck into them and just build them and move on to something else. Boy. There's a couple of Airwolf helicopter I'd like to build. I've got some stuff down there. I've kept a couple of kits out of the stash. God blimey, there's even a Airfix neutral Harrier down there that I started for the. God blimey, another one, Tim Wentworth. It might have been a Falkland War Group build. I didn't get that finished either. Then I've just started something else. So what have I got to finish? Here we go. This will show you how snowed under I am. I've got to finish a new tooling Junkers 86 by Airfix. This kit is absolutely superb. If you haven't got a Junkers 86 in 1/72 scale, 48 scale, buy the Airfix kit. This is a beautiful little thing. I had the Revell kit, which I pulled out of the cupboard the other day to have a look at, and that was new tooling years ago. The Airfix kit supersedes the old. It's not that old, but it does supersede the Revell kit by a long way. In a lot of areas, it's a lot more finer, a lot more highly detailed. It has The Airfix Junkers 86 has a far superior set of decals. It has cardiograph, however you want to pronounce it, decals. The Junkers kit is the Airfix Junkers is just top notch, and there's just no filler. I don't think I put any filler in this at all. I was really pleased with it. It comes with just like crystal clear thin canopies. It's a really nice kit. If I ever get round to it, I'll probably build both of them and do a comparison on it. The other kits I know, I've got a Matchbox Junkers. Look out. Message from a young bloke. He's sick as a dog. I'll get that done, and I've got got a Matchbox one there. That's the Tank Buster JU-87, which I've got decals for Rudol's aircraft on the Eastern Front. I have also got a little. I remember I did some of those Mr. Kit reviews here a little while back. I'm still working on one Mr. Kit that I said that I'll build, and then there's another one there that Martin Lamont asked me when I put down what they'd like to see me build, and it was the early version RAF P51 in 1/72 scale. The Curtis kit, after watching John Parker's inbox review on the Heller P36 Hawk, I'm pretty sure that this Mr. Kit that I had in the stash is a reboxing of that. But that's about all to report, really. Just trying to keep out of mischief. I hope you guys are having fun with your projects. If there's any questions you'd like to ask me, even right down to I had some abusive questions last time I was online. Yes, my room's a mess. Clean up my room, but I will. I promise I'll clean it up. I've got to catch up with people with John Pole, I think it was. I've got to get. I can't send him an email for some reason. I did get the price on a Blue Thunder for him. You could probably get the Blue Thunder from a place in Victoria, in Australia, and I know you're in Canada, and I don't know how much the postage will be, but the Blue Thunder is a place called Hobby HQ. If you go to Hobby HQ, type it in on Google. William Wong's the guy that owns it. Bill, he's a really nice chap, and he has a lot of those kits left. And I know there's a Airwolf there. It's an Airwolf and a Blue Thunder. I think he's got the pair of them. I end up picking up a Hobbycraft Avro Snowbird there that I've got to get in the mail and send off to the Rebels of Cloud9 to get him to build that up, because I think he would look good for him to do. But there's a lot of activity going on in builds on YouTube at the moment. Boy, oh boy, guys, there's flat out. One thing I have to ask, and I'm not too sure in the car modelling community on YouTube, is the cancer awareness build. I was going to ask Doug or Charlie Mack or Jeff what goes on with the cancer awareness build. Apparently there was different colours for different ailments or something. I'm not too sure. If anyone is still watching this, please let me know what that is all about. So I'd like to do a cancer awareness build, because I think cancer has touched everyone, unfortunately, these days. So we'll get that done. But I'll keep plodding along. Just scratch building some seats. So I was actually building co-pilot navigator bombardier seat for the Heinkel when I decided just to jump on Yeah, and just give me a channel update. But I'll do that. I'll do the proper Peter Person one. Just waiting for weather. We got snow again. God, forecast for snow. It's been absolutely horrible. Did catch some trout. I went away trout fishing. Went to a place called Woods Lake, Central Highlands, Tasmania. Cleaned up on the trout. Great weekend away with our fishing club. We do love trout fishing. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Good weekend. Got a little bit drunk on the Saturday night, but it wasn't too bad. Hey, are you still there, Moddy? How long have we got in this Israeli? How long have we got in the IDF group build? Because I have got something there. I don't know whether I showed you last time. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. That's what I forgot. Mr. Greg Riley. I haven't heard from Greg Riley for a long time. I'll have to send him a bloody message. Mr. Gregory, where are you? How are you feeling, Mr. Gregory? I hope you're feeling better. He's not even. Where is he? See if we can find Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg. Greg Riley. Go and check out Greg's channel. Catch up on some of the stuff. I'm just going to send Greg a message now. Hi, mate. See if I can get him out of bed. Or he might be at the hospital. Another guy that does really good work. Hey, Smoky Mountain Modeler, how are you, buddy? So November. Thank you, mate. Just trying to think out what which one is the brain tumor. Yeah, everything's going all right with me, mate. I still got the hand's still really bad. I can only work about 4 hours a day at the moment. It's got pretty ordinary. But back to work. Don't work. Don't get any money. Don't get your money. Can't buy model kits. Can't buy model kits. Maddie's not a very happy boy. Mind you, I don't need to buy any bloody model kits at all. At all. But I've got to find out then what colour. Oh, beauty, mate. No worries. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Because I said, I think everyone's been touched by cancer at one stage or another. Here in Australia, you've got to be really, really careful because we get a really high occurrence of skin cancer. It's really, really bad. So slip, slop, slap. What was it saying? Slip, slop, slap. Slip on a shirt, slap on sunscreen, and slap on a hat. So keep yourself covered up. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. The sun here and stuff, really high, bad UV. What have you been building, Smoky Mountain Modeler? What do you got on the bench? I haven't seen anything on you on YouTube, but I could be wrong. I probably, and I do apologise if you have been doing something, mate. It's just that for some reason I just don't get everybody's videos when they come up, and before you know it, and then they'll come up in your news feed on YouTube. Just let me go, and I'll just check. Oh, thank you, mate. Oh, that's fantastic. We appreciate that. Now I'm just going to go here because I'm having trouble. I want to make sure that I've switched on your the. Someone did tell me. I'm sorry if I'm being rude here, but now I've got you on there. I want to check. I want to check whether I've got the notification switched on. This is where I've just gone and sub someone, and then shit, I don't see anything. Let me go here. Let me switch that off because it's there. Just typing you in, see if I found. There's a Smoky Mountain Model Club. I didn't know that. Yeah, I have subscribed. Did I subscribe? Smoky Mountain Model Club. Peter Person's tribute build. I didn't even subscribe. Geez, mate, I'm sorry. Yep. Now I press that. Sorry, mate. I wasn't even bloody subscribed to you. I have done it now, though. It should come through. Sorry, buddy. What do I do here? Oh, yep. Now I'm right. I'll be looking forward to watching that. That's a really interesting little subject, that is, mate. That's a real little, yeah, the APC. That's really interesting. I didn't even know they made a kit of that. So I'll look forward to watching that tonight. That's excellent. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to build next. I've got a 135th scale S tank. It's the old trumpeter one. I'm not too sure what to build yet. I'll tell you the truth, I'm getting a little bit, I'm not. I've got to build something besides an aeroplane. I've got plenty of armour subjects to do, and then I've been working on a 135th scale Rommel's grief thing on and off, but I'm just a little bit. I don't know. I just get to build an armour kit, and I don't know, just too afraid to stuff it, I suppose. Just the weathering. I don't know. Some armour kits just don't. I mean, modern ones aren't too bad, I suppose, because they're not really, really weathered like some of the Second World War stuff was. But it's I should worry about. I should just build to enjoy it and not worry about everyone else. I think I should. But no, I'm really looking forward to that. It'd be nice to build a ship. I've got a couple of ships to build. But I was going to save those for the winter time. It's supposed to be coming to summer here, and boy, guys, you should see it outside. It's pretty ordinary. I think it's getting cold. In America side of things, you're starting to come into some bad weather as well. But yeah, no, I'll probably save a ship for the winter time. I'll just finish these few things off, and I might do something different. I said I've got the general leader build for the All Mopar group build. That'll be something to break the monotony. But just getting the right temperature to spray. If I spray it now with this bad weather, I'm just looking out the window like this week, it's going to be bad. It just the finish doesn't come, just doesn't. Because I've got to sort of spray it in a well ventilated area. Yeah, just build and forget the river counters, mate. Yeah, that's what I should do. That's what I should do. Yeah, build it to enjoy it, eh? Yeah, yeah. I'll have a crack at that S tank. That just be something different. I bought a few things to try. Like I got some of that that winter wash stuff you can spray on something. I know the Swedes have that white wash on their vehicles. I've seen a few builds like that look quite nice with the white sort of camouflage over the dark green or whatever the Swedes use. What colour did you use on your little tank, the little APC? Is there a special colour for that, or you just painted olive drab or dark green or something? Smoky Mountain Modeler, that'd be help. Just I think it says in my S tank it's olive drab or something. Oh no, they call out for good Zingo paint, so it might not be olive drab, but I can't remember now. But I hope, yeah, I appreciate you joining for Peter's build. You would like that. You would like that very much. I think that's yours. Yours would be second or third one. Yeah, white acrylic over hairspray. Yep. Yep. That's what I'll try. I jumped on the MIG bandwagon a while back, or ammo bandwagon, and I bought some of that washable white or whatever it is, weathered white or something you can buy. It's just probably just overpriced white paint that's been thinned down, I suppose. I should have just stuck with a bit of Tamiya white, and if I had to make it a little bit lighter, could add something to it, a little bit of grey or something, just to get down the starkness of the white. I could add a little bit of grey to it. Yeah. But, yeah, I'll do that. Sounds interesting. But still can't get over how bad of a kid this old Airfix Heckle is. My goodness me, no wonder why I threw it back in the box. It is absolutely garbage. She's a real filler bomb. But I'll build it. It's started to build. I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, snow in a can. Yeah, I have seen that too. That snow in a can. I'll tell you one product though. I've been using here. I can't get that Future. I'll just use that. That's Pasco's Long Life Self Shining Floor Polish. I had that bottle for years. There was a real shitty canopy. You won't be able to see it, but I'll show you. The Airfix Bomber had a real shitty canopy. And I dipped it off in some this stuff, which is like their equivalent to this glass gauzy. It works better than I couldn't polish it because just the shape of it. And it had like an ejection pin mark right in the middle of the canopy. So I carefully sanded that out. I used the polish to try to polish it, and it wouldn't polish. And then I dipped it off with some Long Life, and that wasn't really good. I dipped it off in that glass coat gauzy agent, and boy, oh boy, it just brought up like, wow. It was unbelievable. It went really, came out really, really nice. I'm just going to dry it on a piece of paper towel, but it came out really, really nice in the end. So I don't know whether their formula is the same as what they use in the floor polish. The only thing I've found with that glass coat gauzy agent is if you mask it and like dip the canopy off first, mask it, and then pull the canopy mask off, it sometimes does pull that polished stuff off that gauzy agent. So all I do now is I mask it off, spray my canopies, dip it when it's painted, then I'll just carefully go in with some flat coat and where the canopy framing is, and just dull those off because it does pull off pretty easy. But I got the model air color down, works well. By just removing the tip off my hairbrush, the tip protector off my hairbrush, as shown people before, It sprays the Vallejo Model Air absolutely perfect. I don't get any blocks now. I don't have to use any additive. It just sprays straight out of the hat. It's really, really good. In saying that, though, my Condor and the Heinkel, I'll just show you the Heinkel. If I can. So the camouflage on this old Airfix Heinkel, see how it's sort of got that, the blotches over the, been like a bit of light blue or something. They've sprayed over it all white. I think it might have been because it's a flying over, God, looks like Norway or somewhere like that. I don't know whether they actually flew them over that area or not. But I'm thinking of replicating that. Yeah, by what you said, spray white, do the camouflage on the aircraft, spray the hairspray on there, like you said, Smoky Mountain Modeler, do the hairspray technique, and then spray the white over the top of that and just weather it off. And I think that'll probably look better than those blotches. The blotches just don't look something that they would do. It looks too neat for a German aircraft for that sort of time. I think the blotches will work. The whitewash would be a good experiment. It's not like I'm going to stuff a expensive kit, am I? So, anything you guys want to ask? Any kits you want to have a look in the box? I've got about 500 or 600 model kits here. If there's anything you want me to do an inbox review on, I can do an inbox review. Ask me if I've got it. I can do a video for you. Ask me any questions except to run down the road, no pants on or anything. Yeah, rightio. That's what I might try to do. Yeah. I just want to give it that whitewash sort of look to it. Excuse me. So, what else has been happening? Subscribe to that. It's funny how Smoky Mountain Modeler comes up and there's a picture of Dolly Parton down below you, mate. She must have sung something about the Smoky Mountains. There was another thing I to mention that I did like. Anyone else here follow a channel called Mark Felden's Productions, a little history channel? He does little short history videos. Fantastic job. I actually really, really enjoy it. I didn't realise. But hey, rightio. So that's why Dolly Parton was there then. Awesome. Gotta love Dolly Parton. I'm missing someone. There was someone else I had to mention and I've mentioned it. But look, I've been online now for 40 minutes. And it's 5:28 p.m. here in Tasmania, Australia. Daylight savings. Normally it's dark here during the winter time, but this time, well dark. Did I say I mentioned Munchkins? Yeah, Munchkins modelling. Paint on Plastic by Lincoln Wright. Woods I mentioned. Switcher. Mark Felden Productions. The really good one he just put on there long ago is the Mussolini's British Blitz, the Italian raids on England. He's a really, really good. He's a really, really good little channel. I have to thank my new subscribers too. I've got a new one. Is Full Throttle Customs. Car guy, but does some awesome bits and pieces as well. I really enjoy a couple of things he's done as well. Full. I've forgotten his name. Full Throttle Customs. Fantastic. So there's a lot of people out there building model cars. I didn't realise that the model car community is blimey. It's really full on, isn't it? There is some model car communities that are a little bit Riverview County, but we'll see how they go. They usually disappear. The people that don't do, the people that you know nitpick at a few people. They don't last very long. The community's too good to put up with nitpickers. They can go and nitpick in their own little nitpicking part. But so a couple of new projects. Serverville, TN, Serverville, Tennessee. Is TN Tennessee? Smoky Mountains are in Tennessee. Serverville, Tennessee. Home of Dolly Parton. Been listening to, what did I listen to the other day? Oh, I was listening to, might have been a bit of Dolly Parton. I haven't gone. Something different? No, it wasn't. I was listening to Johnny Cash's wife, June, before she was June Cash. June Carter. Yeah, I was listening to her and their sisters were playing some music. I was listening to music on YouTube with June Carter. Yeah, boy, oh boy, that family could sing. They all could sing. What else have I got to say? What else am I trying? New. I haven't tried before. No, I'm all out of, as Clint Eastwood would say, shit out of luck. Run out of things to say. And that's coming from me. I really have. I had so much things to say, and I think I've said it. But I'll just keep plodding along live. If anyone wants to ask me a question, ask me a question. And, if there's some noise in the background, it's my compressor underneath the bench will probably start rattling its head off. I'm just still pondering on how bad of a fit that is. It's like, holy shit. That's bad. That is real bad. It's going to take a little bit of careful manipulating to get that done. This is the old Airfix 1960s tooling Heinkel. And really, the more I think about it now, when I did do the Matchbox Heinkel, where did I put that? Oh, yeah, it's up in the cabinet. I built the Matchbox, the old Matchbox Heinkel, and I built the old Airfix JU52. Even the old Airfix JU52 kit is not as bad as that Airfix Heinkel, the old two Airfix Heinkel. The new Airfix Heinkel, this one is absolutely fantastic kit. You couldn't beat it. You could not beat that new tool Airfix kit. It's an absolute gem. To tell you the truth, I have been using the instructions out of it. I know this is probably going to sound stupid, but I have been using the instructions out of it because of these nice CAD instructions. I've been using it to scratch and make parts for the interior for that. Just looking at what goes. I mean, it's not going to be as good as an aftermarket thing, but it's just going to add a little bit of detail to that old cockpit, which just virtually came with. I'll show you this. This was started years ago. That's the original how the old 60s cockpit used to be in their Heinkel, Airfix's Heinkel. So rather terrible. I've just made some stuff out of brass, fashioned some scrap plastic. The pilot's seat's been cut down out of an Airfix Nat T20 trainer because I put some resin seats into an Airfix Nat. The old Revell. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad someone inspired someone, mate. I got heaps of old kits because I bought years ago from an auction site when I first started getting into modelling. I was predominantly into cars a bit, but then I just bought all these from a deceased estate, all these old model kits, like 300 or 400 old model kits that have been bought over the years by someone. Some had bits and pieces done to them, and that's why I'm starting to do. I'm going to do a little series every now and then called a tribute to the unknown modeler. Sometimes you buy a kit off eBay or like I did from a private collection, and someone started it. You don't know who it is that started it. I've got some Revell kits there. I've got original issue Revell kits from the 1960s and 50s or whatever it is back then, and some helicopters and spaceships and stuff that have been started probably by this person when they were young back then and never ever finished. So I just want to finish them off. They're not worth anything to sell, because someone started them, and the paint will come off. I'll just put them in. I'll just put them in that. I just use oven caustic, clean the old enamel paint off that purple bath or whatever Charlie Mack, and I think Doug uses it. Doug Hensley uses it for stripping his model cars. But yeah, and I'll build them again. And God, I know there's probably better kits out there, more accurate stuff. I just like them. So I'm glad that the F4 did the Lindbergh TBF Avenger kit in 48th. It is a good old kit. If you built that in the past, you probably think to yourself, blimey, I think the hobby's got a little bit too serious, hasn't it? In some aspects, everyone's out to accuracy. Sometimes it's nice to take a step backwards. Go back to where it all began. I think Doug Hensley from Hensley's Models, he got a aircraft. Oh, well, that would be a good one to cut your teeth on, because I know they still breathe. They still make that kit. Lindbergh still produce it. I've got downstairs with that talking about that Lindbergh kit. I can't remember many Lindbergh kits when I was growing up. It was something that was like Monogram, Revell, and I've never seen many old Lindbergh kits around here in Australia, sort of thing. Mostly Airfix, Revell, Matchbox, AMT. I never cut my teeth on things like Dragon or Fujimi. I could be Hasegawa was one of them that started to come out for a while, but when we got those as kids, most of those were the old frog bowls anyway, which there was frog kits here, that sort of thing. But no, that's still a good kit, and I reckon you will really enjoy building that. It's not a awesome. Doug got his from some hobby shop clearance thing. I think he paid $5 for it or something. They had the Avenger and a few Lindbergh kits. There was the Avenger. He said there was a couple of their boats, like the trawler, the fishing boat, the tuna boat, whatever that Lindbergh made years ago. So yeah, I hope you have really heaps of fun with that. It'd be nice to see a video up on YouTube. It'll look good. I'd look forward to see that. Is that you got to paint that overall blue? Is this just going to be dark sea blue all over? It'd be, as I can't think from memory. Some of them came all blue, then some of them had that intermediate blue, then the white underneath, like the F4. That's the second F4 I built. Old one. I built that Revell one, and then I built a frog one. The frog one's not a bad kit. The only trouble with the frog one is it's not designed to have the cockpit open. Yeah, that'll look awesome. Yep, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Hell, I might even build one later on. I haven't got a Lindbergh one. I think I've got a Monogram Avenger. Monogram one I got, I think's got the wheels. When you turn the wheels or something, the legs come down on. It's one of the older Monogram kits. But I'm glad you're going to have fun with it. Excuse me while I was here. I was going to go and check the dog's looking for something. Just make sure there's no one out front. Sorry about that. There's been some people going around nicking stuff, and yeah, the dogs know someone's out there. I'll just keep an eye out for things. But yeah, there's been some people nicking stuff. Yeah, no, that'd be good, mate. It'd be nice to see that. I definitely got to do something with the cancer build. Yes, might be able to even incorporate the cancer build into something besides a car. Just have to check the colours out because I've got a couple of aircraft there. I've got one aircraft that's all yellow. It's a British Aerobatics plane, a yellow jacket. Then the Red Arrows are red, and then I've got a blue plane. The Japanese, the modern Japanese Air Force have those blue impulse planes. They fly the acrobatics. They're all blue. What are those boys called in America? They're the Blue Angels. That's a blue plane. The Bell. Yeah, I could get away with it. I could probably build an airplane for it if I haven't got a car. Because I can't use my General Lee on that. That's orange. I'll have to have a look. So I might have to see if the rules will let me do that. Just quickly YouTube. Yeah, I did see that. That was a photo reconnaissance version. That was picked up with a Mark II or a Mark 5B photo reconnaissance. They paint them pink. Supposed to be for the low vis. I'll go to Google here. I'll go cancer color build. Cancer colors. Cancer Colors Australia. Yes, Cancer Ribbon Colors. So it goes off the Cancer Ribbon Colors. So I might go off the Australian one. White and burgundy. burgundy, leukemia, colour orange, kidney cancer, colour orange, breast cancer, pink, peach. Hell yeah. I can do that. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've just been. Thanks for letting me know about that. I know what to do now. I don't even know who's hosting it, or is it just something that we're doing all as a all-in thing? But I will promote that. So we got head. There's white and burgundy, orange, pink, peach, gold, yellow. Hell yeah, I'll find something. That's awesome. Won't be a plane. Oh, yes, it will. I can build a plane because it's yellow. So I can use that yellow jacket. Yeah, she's all good. Thank you very much for that. It's making me out modeler. Okay, I don't even know what's your first name, so I can know what it says calling you by your hobby name. I'm Matt. So Jeff, another Jeff. Yeah, that's Jeff, and Jeff. Pleased to meet. Nice to have a chat with you anyway, Jeff. It's good. Good to catch up with people all around the place. They actually should be cousin Jeff. No, he's probably busy working at the moment. He's not normally up. He's asleep probably in bed or just getting up. But blimey, what else have we got to discuss? What else have I got to discuss? Not much else. So you mainly build. Yeah, you better go to bed too, bro. Jeff. It's early in the morning. I might go live again later. Like I might go. It's 2:45 there. I might go live about. I might go live to catch up with a few people about 10 o'clock here of an evening. That way I can. Retired, yes. No, good on you, mate. Yeah, just try to catch up with a few people. I haven't. They said I haven't done an update or anything for a fair while. It's just life gets in the way, doesn't it? So I've got the house to myself. So I thought I'll just do a live video and people can catch up with a few people. But, trying to get a little bit of modelling done today. Clean up some projects, or try to. Trying to get a little bit of that's what I'm going to do while I'm talking to everyone. I might stretch some sprue. I've got to make some little brackets up for my hinkle, and then I can concentrate on maybe putting some paint on the interior. Yeah, no worries, Jeff. I'll work out how to do that. I'm not too sure. I think I can schedule it, can't I, from memory? Yeah, I'll put some, just going to stretch some sprue, and I'll put some detail into this hinkle. Just on the floor parts, so it's not going to look so bland. That's what I'll do. I mean, the other shocking part of that Airfix kit, geez, I'll be having a good old Airfix bag today, but you can't expect much of the age of the kit, is because the hinkle's got the really clear front nose section, the finish on the glazing on this Airfix kit is absolutely horrible. Where have I put everything? Over here on my to-do shelf. The glazing is the worst part of the whole kit. Absolutely. The join line is straight down through everything, and look how poorly that is. That is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. That clear, and the fit on the nose is not that good either. So there's no definition of canopy lines or anything like that. But I am going to cheat, and what I'll do is I'll use. I bought a second-hand Airfix U-Tool Heinkel, and I will use the canopy mask set that's in that Edward, and I'll copy that and use it on this one to get some sort of definition, and then hopefully it'll give some. It's just really poor fit. It'll give some sort of definition of some sort of canopy framing anyway, but it's just really bad the way that it's molded straight down through the centre. There's not a damn thing I could do about it either. Hopefully that join line will incorporate some part of the framing with a bit of luck. And I'll dip it off in that Mr. Gauzy Agent, glass coat Gauzy Agent by AK, which I really like, and it might improve it. But just bear with me, guys. I'll stretch some of the sprue. Just to get a nice bit of the line. Just keep it so you can stretch it to get a consistency with it, so it all stays the same. Yeah, that's it. You do. I'll just go with the flow. I'll just go with the flow. Yeah. No use getting. It did. A good saying. Another YouTube channel uses all the time. Old Switcher. It is what it is, and another saying: you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. So just work with what you got. Just work with what you got. That's all you can do. Be all you can be. And yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy the hobby. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Have fun. Have heaps of fun. Life's too short to worry about that rivet missing. But in saying that, the guys that go that extra mile on their kit stone, it certainly is worth it. Some of the stuff out there is some of the stuff you see out there it's absolutely stunning. Some of the old stuff is absolutely stunning too. Frankie Day, he some of the stuff. Frank, geez, blimey, he's got some gear. If you're not subscribed to him, do yourself a favour and just check out some of the stuff he's done. There's also a page on Facebook that I'm a member of. It's called Old School Modelling. That's a really, really good. That's a really, really good channel, and there's some nice builds up there. There's all the old school stuff from back when Frank was building kits, like probably most of you do. There was not all the fancy stuff they had now. Like a lot of it was balsa wood and timber kits and everything, and they just come up really, really nice. It looks fantastic, some of the work. Absolutely fantastic. I just can't think of anything else that the bloody sorry, just put a couple little bits in here. Then I might get some paint on. Get my paint on. Just cut some little. What I'm trying to replicate here on the hindquarters, they had a sliding system for the bombardier laid on like a sliding bed system, and I'm just trying to make up something that looks like the hinge system that they used for like a little trap door to open up. And then when he wanted to hit in the defensive position and when they wanted to, oh God, man, yeah. So when they wanted to use the front main machine gun, you can slide the sort of close the door back down, lay up the front, and you can use the front mounted gun. So what I'm trying to do is that, and I think somewhere in the back here, I'll make there's like a little circuit board with a few buttons, and that will be pretty much the detail that I need, because if the canopy front nose section comes out crap, then you won't be able to see anything anyway. So, and the other thing I found when I'm doing bits and pieces like this, like stretching sprue and trying to make something so it looks like something, is if the kit is grey like this, I'll use a different colour just so I can see where it's going and what I'm doing. So if you use the same colour plastic as the kit, then you sort of a little bit hard to work with. But trying to make something of something. Trying to make something from nothing. I'll put one more in there, and then that's the three of those. Just like that. Yeah, those old kits help you sharpen. Yeah, it's all right if you had some skills to start with. I was only cursing myself downstairs in my storage cupboard downstairs today. The amount of bloody kits I've got, and I swore and that's when I sort of said to myself today, that's it, I'm not buying anything else. Build what you got to build. And these instructions also not too bad. It's helping me. Yeah, so that's supposed to be a sliding door there, which I've done. All I've got to do is finish doing that seat, and I've got to make that. Yeah, so hopefully, I suppose if you start mucking around with these older kits, they do help you improve your modelling skills in one way or another. It's one way of looking at it. And so when you've got something half decent on the cards, you can put all your woodwork into like another model kit, like something that's new off the bat, because you can't beat on any model kit, no matter how poor you think it is. The old basic dry fit everything. You know what I mean? Test fit, test fit, test to fit, test to fit, and then once you keep doing that, get the best you can. So the less filler you need, the less filler you need, the less sanding you do. The less sanding you do is the less sanding you do, I suppose, the quicker you can move on to the next stage of the model kit. You know what? It's definitely Australia. It is like 9 degrees outside and it's snowing. There's still a damn blowfly buzzing around in here. You might have to face the SWAT of death. You little shit bastard thing. I can see you. I see you. Has anyone else seen any other interesting group builds? Yeah, mate. I've got those Airfix bag things. I did collect a few. I only pulled a couple more out to hang on the wall the other day. These aren't. Oh, there's one Airfix I found. So old Airfix Cessna. I've never seen them release this kit again. It's a really funny looking aeroplane. She's got 2 propellers on. She's a push-pull thing, designed to use in Vietnam, or took over from the bird dog in Vietnam. The old frog in the bag. This is the Grumman Wildcat. Markings there for the Operation Torch. Got one there flown by the Fleet Air Arm. Another one flown from the USS Ranger, Operation Torch, North Africa, 1942. Another different one. And then I found a Frog FW190. Those old Airfix kits in the bag. That's what we all cut our teeth on, didn't we? Revell made them in a bag too, from memory. I can remember going to the supermarket, the grocery store, and they used to sell the Revell kits there, you know, like the little 1/72 scale, the Spads, and, you know, there's a bloody cat. The Spad, the Red Barons aircraft. I haven't even got any of those, but yeah, you used to be able to buy those from the supermarket years ago. The old Revell in the bag. So cut my teeth on them too. I remember you used to be paying piss off, princess. Pain the ass cat. There used to be a bit of a struggle when I was younger getting the biplanes put together. The wings would be all over the place. One wing up here, one wing down there. But yeah, they were fun. They were fun to build. Very fun to build. But yeah, there were something there keeping them in the bag. I haven't built a Draken yet, Moddy. That's why I have to ask you to. All I've done so far for Peter's build is I got the decals on the spit. I was going to build a Vigan, an Airfix Vigan. Hey, g'day, Jared. I haven't. Join the club. The Edward Special Edition Draken would be a nice kit. The Rebels of Cloud 9 would probably know more about that than me. That kit, filler-wise, mate, is that the 72nd scale kit, Jared? Because I've got to try to. Sorry, guys, just want to do one thing while I'm talking to you. I'm building some bits and pieces. Jeff's here as well, guys. That's Smoky Mountain Model. I've been chatting to you for a while. Jeff from Smoky Mountain Modeler has just uploaded a video for his build for Peter Persons. Yeah, that would be something different. But by geez, mate, you're creating a rod for your back, Moddy. That's a big job doing that camo. And I don't know whether the Edward one's a retool or a reboxing of the Hasegawa one, I'm thinking. I haven't looked into it, but I did notice a couple of them were. Rebels, the 70s, yeah, he's built, yeah, because Rebels of Cloud 9 did a fantastic Draken build. The special edition one, didn't you? From memory? Yeah, I thought it was. Well, the trout have just started biting here too, Jeff. I've got a nice brace of trout. We got 20. Probably lost 20 more. And yeah, it was good fishing. Good fishing. All triploid brown trout. Triploid brown is what we have in our lakes here. Yeah, it will be worth it in the end. I took the pussy way out and just I just did the PR, the blue Spitfire. I still am. I'm hoping to do it. I'm hoping to do. I've got a 1/72 scale Hasegawa Draken, and I have got. Oh yeah, it's good fishing up there, Jeff. I've got 1/72 scale Hasegawa Draken. I have got the Airfix 1/72 scale Vigan. Which one did you do that you got off, Jared? What did you get off? I'm positive, or not unless you sent me a photo of it. I thought you did that Austrian one or something. I wouldn't worry about getting people angry, Jared. Don't worry about it. I thought you did Oh, Rob. I thought Rob sent you something. Remember, it was a bloody beautiful thing. It had the. Oh, I'm probably thinking something else, Jared. Sorry. It was something I thought. Bear with me 2 secs, guys. I'm trying to scratch build a steering column for this Airfix Heinkel. Just got to glue something in there. This could ping across the room. It could be a big ping. and some swear words. Oh my God, it worked. How the hell did I do that? Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's awesome. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was, yeah, I love that. That was a good build. Yeah, I got it. It did work. She's perfect. Come out, stuck on there. It stayed there. That's unbelievable. I made a tiny little bracket, put the steering wheel like the control column. That's right, tail stub. Yeah. How is Robert? We haven't heard from Robert for a while. Yes, yeah, that's right. Mate, I did buy a lottery ticket too, Jeff, and it was in $100 million jackpot, and I won $10. $10.95. First time I've won anything. He's been busy. Is he trying to get UK citizenship? He was thinking about it. They might Brexit him. No, mate, it cost me $14 for the ticket, so I lost $4. Yeah, yeah. Ah, well. Oh dear. You know how we spoke a while back? Jared and your dad built that old Revell Condor. I'm just wondering if you can ask him how many grey hairs did he develop while building it? Two, how many curse words did he say in German while building it? And three, did he ever end up finishing it? Because mine's been fighting me a little bit. I've got it, I've got it to there. I've done all the scratch build, all the wheel wells, and scratch built the cockpit details, done all the engines and everything. It's just been fighting me a little bit. It's just been fighting me a little bit. Yeah, I'm not worried about seam lines and that bugger at the moment either because there isn't any. I'm going to have to sand the whole kit back and redo them. Luckily, I've got a little bit of reference. It's still a nice kit, honestly. Look, it'll do. It'll look good. Once I paint it up, I will do a little bit of eye deceiving post weathering on it, and I might do a combination of raised and recessed panel lines. I'm thinking just to save me the work. The old Revell plastic doesn't seem to doesn't seem to take the scriber very well, and I've got 3 scribing tools. I use the old. I'm going to be using a back of the old hobby blade for scribing. I've got a Ulf P cutter scribing tool, or tile cutter scribing tool, and I've got a little RB Productions scribing tool. None of them seem to like to scribe the old Revell plastic. I mean, it's probably because it was real plastic back then, not the soft crap they give us now. It's when yeah, it is. Yeah, it's actually yeah, it's sort of like not a clean cut. It's sort of crumbling away from the sides. Yeah, yeah. the best one I've used so far for the best result, to tell you the truth, was just the back of a number 11 blade, just with a little tip. Yeah, it's lost the moisture. Probably old, mate. That's why. It's been sitting in the box before I got it since 1965. So I'd say she's old. But it'll come out all right. As Switcher says, it is what it is. It's a Condor for the collection. And then if I get really, really excited about building another Condor, all right, I'll try that. I'll try that. Try something. If I get really excited and want to build another one, I have got the 48 scale trumpet one to do one day. But now I've fixed the lighting in here, up there. Oh, excuse me. It's now time to do the shelving. And I've got to do some different type shelving, mostly for some 48 scale 4-engine bombers that I've got on the go. So I will have to build some shelves big enough to put some 48 scale bombers on. Yeah, for sure. The decals came for my Monogram 48 scale B-17G. But now I'm thinking I don't really want to do that aeroplane. I want to do 909. So if anyone's got a set of 148 scale decals to suit a Monogram B-17G in the markings of 909, that would be good. Oh, well, that'd be good to see that done, Jared. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be, if it comes out anything like the B-25 and the Lancaster, I think should be an absolute beauty. The absolute ball breaker. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what I'm yawning for. Been really tired the last couple of. Yeah, I have to go to Kiss World. I was hoping to find something. Yeah, there's nothing here in Australia. I've been on to B&A, Model World, and a few places. I can't find any 909 decals. I mean, it's probably going to be one of the most popular set of decals on the market now. Everyone was going to build a 909. What I am looking for, and I'll have to get on and have a search. Oh, excuse me. I have yeah, well, you're building her, mate. She's done. Yeah, I'll try Hannah's too, Jeff. Yeah, for sure. I've got another kit given to me the other day that came from a deceased estate. It's another Revell B-17F Memphis Belle. And I've already got a Bell on the build, which is the old, still the same basic Revell one with the no interior. I have been but it's been sucking the life out of me, guys. This is why this has been taking so long. It's been a really, really. I have been building all the interior for my Memphis Belle at the moment. I haven't even started the waist gun positions yet. I have got another Belle there. This is in the more modern plastic. The kit that I had given to me, it's more in the older plastic. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. Yeah, so. Oh, dear. Oh, showing me beer guts to everyone. I was given this kit the other day. Most of it's still in the bags. It's in the olive drab plastic. Some of the bits of work has been done. They've done a bit of construction work on it. Engine, propellers, etc., etc. The decals are shot. Everything else is in there. I will have to get on and find another set of decals for a B17F. That's the boxing. God, sorry. Because it's only 72 members groups. And there wasn't, like, there's not too many famous B17Fs beside the Bell. But I'll find something. I said I'll go to Hannett's, excuse me, or I'll try B&A Model World in Australia. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Hell's Angels. That's right. So I might build that to Hell's Angels. Don't know whether I'll scratch build an interior for it or not. It's just really, really. It's just my Bell. I lost interest in it. Yeah, yep. Hell's Angels. Well, surely you'd be able to find a set of decals from those. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I got tired. Jesus, smashing poor old Woods' lake. Everyone's fishing it up there. Yes, I'll definitely look for Hell's Angels. The Ye Old Pub. I've never heard of that one before. A lot of good B17Fs that have some seriously cool weathering. British Coast Command, all white with green and grey. Yeah. Now there's an idea. Ye Old Pub. Bear with me, Jeff. I'm going to have a look at that. I like that Ye Old Pub thing. I like that. Oops. Ye Old Pub B17. Look at that. Ah, yes. That's that famous. Yes. Oh, yes. How cool is that? The Charlie Brown and Franz Stigler incident occurred on the 20th December 1943 when, after a successful bomb run on Bremen, Second Lieutenant Charlie Brown's B-17 Flying Fortress was severely damaged by German fighters. Luftwaffe pilot Franz Stiegler had the opportunity to shoot it down, the crippled bomber, but did not do so. I did see a YouTube video on those two when they met. That was excellent. That is unbelievable. There's even saying that the German pilot Franz Stiegler could have been shot for not shooting him down. And I will see if I can find. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Okay, no, hang on. The old pub decals. Oh, yeah. They make them in 1/72 scale and they make them in 48 scale. Warbird decals. That's excellent. Oh, so the decals would probably cost me $12, Jared, and then $150 postage. Because they lived in Canada. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't live in Canada. No, that's excellent. Thanks, Jeff, about that. I might go for that build for my my spare B-17F. Ye old pub. Be pretty cool if you could. Yeah, I thought so. That's just something cool. That is something really cool, and I didn't even realise that was a that was in Charlie lived in Seattle. Yeah, that's it. Well, bloody B-24. Here it is. Kits World scale decal sheet, £10.20. B-17F, ye old pub, and it comes with the decals for Franz Stiegler ME-109 JG-27. How excellent is that? Yep, that's the go. I'll have to add those. You know, and I said I wasn't buying anything. I'm buying it. That's awesome. Thanks, Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jared. That was awesome. Yep, that's going to be a good build. And it'd be hard to replicate the damage, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that extreme. But I think yeah, I think that's going to be absolutely cool. Just bear with me, guys, while that has dried. I'm going to be adding my homemade control column. Now, this could also go pinging across the room with lots of swear words and everything else. But hey, I could be twice lucky. Actually, I think I've made that. I think I've made that. I think I made that a bit big. A little bit too big. It's more like 1/48 scale. A few bullet holes would be appropriate. Yeah, exactly right. And that wouldn't be hard to do. I've never seen that because you know what? I'm having trouble accessing that Airfix Model World magazine. The last one I got out of a second-hand shop, and it was there. The Airfix Model World F4 Phantom, how to build the F4 Phantom edition, and that's the last time I've seen the magazine. Yeah, so Jerry must be able to get it pretty easy. I reckon. It's definitely not on our subscription list. I even took the magazine into my local news agents and asked whether I could order it. And they couldn't. And like everything Airfix lately, it's just got too expensive. I can't believe the price of Airfix kits. I really can't. I wanted to get the Airfix. I was talking about it earlier. I really wanted to sell some of my kits off I've got, and for some strange reason, build the Airfix 124 scale Hellcat. But it's about 300 Australian dollars here. Oh, he's getting your articles before you get. Yeah, rightio. Yeah, yeah. Well, at least he's still doing a few articles, mate. It's Mr. Barnes, and I haven't forgot you. It's just when I stopped the chat last time, I lost your email address you sent me. So there's another good YouTube channel, Mr. Barnes, on here now. Does some amazing scratch building work. Arrow up there. Yeah, it certainly is. 148 scale one. And it's made its way upstairs, so it's on the to build list. When I was rummaging all through my stuff, I did find the I can't even see the logo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Barnes is from Canada. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I did order the book. I did order your book. I've got Canucks all around me, surrounded by Canucks. Help me, Jeff. Don't say something in French. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna just put a bit in this old Airfix uncle. Oh God, this is going to be swearing time. If this works, it'll be a bloody miracle. Oh crap. Oh, double crap. Oh, I'll be stuffed. I got it. No curse words. Oh, it's not quite right. It's not quite right. Sitting too high. Sitting too high. Not happy with that. No, I have to make another one. Damn you, Airfix. Damn you, Airfix. Sorry, guys. I just had to change something. I'm just changing something around. I just made spent all this time making a few things up, and I've completely and utterly don't like it. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Just going to glue this thing back on here. Oh, how lucky was that I didn't drop that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, double no. How do you guys do your build videos when things go completely wrong all the time? My build videos be YouTube bloopers. Definitely not a Hannibal. No plans come together on this one. Oh, God help me. Under pressure on live YouTube. Oh, man. Gosh. It's involve a bit of swearing. Live swear. Oh, shit. How lucky was that? For Christ's sake, it's a shitbox bloody Airfix. Bloody Henkel crap. Oh, come on. Oh, damn. God, blimey. Tell you what, if this comes off during the painting process, I'm going to spit chips. Well, yeah. By Joe, I think he's got it. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Yep. Hey, is KB Tooth beer still available down under? KB. There's VB. And then there's Tooheys beer. So I've never heard of KB. There's VB. And then there's Tooheys. And then there's a famous Australian beer that goes all over the world. They reckon it's Australia's best beer that no Australian drinks, and that's Foster's. It's absolutely garbage. Yep. Absolutely garbage. So I got all my brass control column and everything made up for my Heinkel. Heinkel H20. I've had that half built now. Well, I spat the shits with and actually literally threw it back in the box. No, it's not the new one. It's the old one. It's the old one. I started I think I even deleted the video on YouTube that I started. And I thought, anyway, I am trying to finish off some projects. And that was one of them. Even this is just waiting for a second gloss coat. This is my the supposedly new tooling 48 scale FX Spitfire I'm building for the Peter Person build. Even that's giving me some dramas, as Jared would know. Just waiting for the weather to warm up. We're supposed to be not far away from summer here in Australia, and we nearly got snow out here again. What is BRB? HG Barnes? What does that mean? I'm sorry. Be right back. I've worked it out. Yep. I got it. Be right back. Yeah, so whatever you do, don't fall into the trap and think without checking and go, oh, that's a nice new Heinkel from Airfix. Look up at my older post. Be right back. Post a link. Still need a second one. Higher on the list. Slot playing. What's that game called? It's higher. Yes, I know he found you one. It's missing the canopy, wasn't it, Mr. Jared? Is that higher on the list? Is that what you're talking about? The Abra Arrow from Charity Shop? We were chatting about it. You got a little excited. Yep. I'm excited for you too, man. No, don't worry about that. That's awesome. I know you've been wanting one for a long time, and I've been chasing. I've been trying to find one, mate. Honestly, I have. Trying to find one for you. I just, you know, that page I added you to on Facebook, that Aussie guy, Model Nerds. He gets them every now and then, but he hasn't had one for. That's where mine come from. Model Nerds. I got that, and then I got the little vac form. There's a Canadian vac form company. I picked one up, but that doesn't have the clear in it either. That's a 1/72nd scale kit. Now I know my 48 scale Arrow from memory has the wrong wings in it. The wings, the top and the bottom are molded the same, and I think Aussie shipping's bad, mate. I've got some kits there that I've had boxed up to send to you. I'm just waiting for. There's a new company in Australia called Sendle. Heaps cheaper. Like I'm talking about so cheap. I'm sounding like Donald Trump now. They're just so cheap. The postage is heaps better. Like I wanted to send a couple of kits to you, 48 scale kits in a box, whatever 2 48 scale Hobbycraft kits are in, and they wanted $98 shipping, and I just couldn't justify it at the time. But apparently Sendle were going to do that. I could probably get it sent to Canada for about 30. So once I do that, I'll send the kits away, including your Kinder Surprises. I had to unpack the box because I reckon the Kinders were out of date. That's how long that's been sitting there for. Talking about Kinders, I've got them here somewhere. I pulled them out the box and I thought, I'll just reship it. Yep, $98 for two. I got you a Avro. I was pretty fortunate. I got a Avro Snow, this Tudor, the Snowbird. I got one of those. I got a 1/24th scale. Oh, well, I sent it over to you because I wanted to do a buddy build with you. I got a 1/24 scale Bandai Zero that I was going to send to you that I picked up off Model Nerds. And the postage, I couldn't afford it. I'm only on $600 a week where I work, so I'm not trying to sound like I just couldn't afford it. So once it goes down, the price goes down, I will send it over because another guy, HG Barnes, was chasing one. And then there's John Pole's another Canadian guy. He lives. Last time I was speaking to John was chasing. John was chasing one of these I got. I can get that for him. They're about $24 Australian. They have that in the Blue Thunder. Well, those two kits was going to cost me the same. It was $98.20 to send the two model kits that size to Canada, and it was absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, I will, as soon as Sendle gets up and running internationally, I will send them over. But in the meantime, they're all packed away. They're there for you, bruv. So I just don't know why the postage is so expensive. It's just it's just ridiculous. There was how Bandai made their 24 scale. Yeah, I reckon it'll get broken though. HG Barnes. I don't even know your first name, sorry, but thank you, Jeff. Be good. God bless. Catch you later. I'll probably slip back on live channel tonight. HG is good. Thanks, Jeff. And I'll probably try to go back online a bit later tonight. Said I'm home alone tonight, so I want to try to catch up with some other guys as well. But thank you for calling, for stopping in, mate. Thank you. We might be able to do some horse trading too. Yeah, we might be able to. But getting back to that one, Jared, they had is it the KI 64 that had the Daimler Benz, the Tony? I could have got one of those from America in the Bandai kit, and that was still the KI 61. I could have got one of those in the Bandai kit. I think it was a 1/24 scar, but the kit was like $35 American. So you might as well say $50 here by the time I do the conversion rate. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah. Have you seen the new Tamiya, the G6 or G10 109? Man, do yourself a favour, buy that kit. I've got to be really careful what I buy, mate, because I've got like 1,000 model kits, I reckon. It's just heaps of them. And yeah, well, it's a really nice kit. It is the best 109 G6 or G10, I think, memory. Best one I've seen. It's even better. Did you find out more about that guy sent you that cool painting too, Jared? That was cool. That was cool. So cool. So cool. I'd like to get a PZL 11 done off that guy. And then probably some Messerschmitts. I'd love to get a Messerschmitt 109 E1 or E3, a Galand one. Moulders. I'd like to get a Moulders drawing. That's so cool. That's so cool. He's a bloody artist, that guy. He's unbelievable. So what are you working on, HG? Are you still building that, scratch building some B17 bits? Man, listen to that weather. No wonder why you're losing me. That's bad. It's supposed to be nearly summer. We got snow. That's real bad. Oh, blimey. Oh, God. I don't know why I've even bothered doing this kit. You ever had one of those kits? Ooh, that'll look good. T4, T4, T4. Japanese, hopefully. Japanese Air Force, is it T4? Yeah, I pulled that kit out of the stash, the 172nd scale Horton. Well, this is what I was going to do, guys. Going around on Facebook has been that cancer awareness build with all the cancer colours. And I was thinking about, instead of building, everyone's doing cars, and I'm thinking about building an aircraft for it. And I found what the colours are for, and mine qualifies as yellow. Yeah, the Kawasaki trainer. Yeah. Yeah, my colour's yellow. So I'm thinking about doing that. It is. I'm not on there much anymore. You probably only noticed that I only put right wing stuff on there now to upset all my left wing mates. Just share Fox News posts. So I'm thinking about building the Airfix. I'm thinking about building an Airfix yellow jacket, Nat trainer. But I thought they brought the Nat trainer yellow jacket one out in 48 scale, but I must be wrong. Yeah, it only came in that came in a starter pack, and I, for some reason, went through this craze of buying starter packs to get the different decal options in them. So, which I have. I've got a really nice collection of Airfix 172nd scale Spitfires and I do like their Spitfire kit, and I did that, and also I've been working on a project of building the 124 scale Mark 1A airfix Spitfire. Everyone reckons they've had trouble building it. Mine went together really well. I don't know. Everyone says it doesn't fit. I just made sure that I dry fitted all the parts and I carefully put it together. But next time one comes on sale, I'll be grabbing it, a 24 scale one, because I want to build a Spitfire prototype in 124 scale. Now I did see an article where it was done Fine Scale Modeler, I think, or SAM, and I've worked out the colour I'm going to use. I'm going to use RLM 65. So I think in 124 scale 65 would be close. I am back. I was just saying Spitfires. Achtung, Spitfire. One thing I want to get, if you ever see one cheap, send me the link. I want to get another 124 scale Mark 1 Spitfire. Everyone reckons they're a rubbish kit. I've had really good results out of mine. And Jared, I want to do a Mark 1. No, I don't. I want to do a 124 scale Spitfire prototype. I've just been going through all my colours in my spare time at work. I'm going to use RLM 65 as the Spitfire blue. What's your opinion? Because I built myself a vac forming machine, so I can do the prototype. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a pretty easy conversion. It really is. Because the Airfix 124 scale Spit is pretty much like, yeah, it's a pretty good basis to use. All I got to do is strip out the cockpit a little bit, muck around with it, yeah. And hopefully once we get the printing side done at Decals, when we get your uncle's machine that sorted out, probably do some. Yeah, well, I'm just going to go for the colour of the replica built at the Hendon. What's the bloody museum? Imperial War Museum. I thought, yeah, well, you know what they can do. Give them the Winston Churchill. And that's not V for victory either. Sorry. Oh, geez, yeah, I was wrapped. I actually wrapped. I got. I took it to the model club meeting, like your video, because some of the old guys that don't have access to internet and everything, and some of those guys reckoned it was perfect colours, perfect colour, because apparently that flat Earth they used, the flat Earth was a real fadey, real quick sort of colour. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's very, very worth it. I don't have many saved videos in my list, but most of the ones that builds are from the Rebels of Cloud9. There you go. So 132nd scale, British Royal Air Force Spitfire Mark. Yep, I've got a Pacific Coast Models 132nd scale. It's in the stash and I have to pull it out. P40 or P40. Oh, I've pulled it out. It's either the Thunderbolt or the P40. It's a really nice kit from memory. Very good. And you don't have to sell a kidney to buy one, not unlike the Tamiya kit. So I had a look at the Tamiya P51D, and yeah, I'd have to sell a kidney and maybe what's my bad eye, or a left eye to buy one. No, I will get some info of a bloke in our model club's building one. He's building. I think he's building a Mackie 202 Italian aircraft. He says it's going together quite well. He wants to use my harder and stem back airbrush to do the modelling on it. They're a good kit. You can't go wrong with catograph decals, and you couldn't go wrong with photo etch parts. I'll write that down now. Biro. H. Barnes. 2. You're all right if I made that public? That email address, you're okay with that, HG? So it's 50 Trudeau. That's not bad. $50 Trudeau. That's not a bad price, because otherwise, if you had to buy, and I had it in my shopping cart, so, hang on a minute. I wanted to buy this. I can't think what mark it was. It'd be nice if Tamiya made the 32nd scale Mark 1 spit. So the same kit here in Australia in Tamiya would cost me $169.99, and that's without catograph decals, and that's without etch for the same. This Tamiya Spitfire Mark 8. Yeah, they are. The Mark 8 Spit with RAF markings is 167. The cheapest Tamiya 32nd scale kit here in Australia at the moment. Holy crap, that's dear. The cheapest kit in Australia for Tamiya 132nd scale is the Zero. But in saying that, the new tooled Revell 132nd scale Mark 1, I think, is a good little kit too. And so is their G10 Messerschmitt. Do you guys know Warren Blanche? Yeah, and that's the other thing with Airfix landing gear. I noticed, I was mucking around with it the other day. All Airfix landing gear is poised. It just didn't look right. I should really correct it, maybe. The Airfix 48 scale spits, and same with their Messerschmitts, same with their new tooled Hawker Fury. The all the landing gear is molded in the extended position. So, like, even though it's sitting on the ground, it's molded so it's extended. Yeah, complete. It's just not right. Just not right. It looks really funny. It makes the Spitfire sit too tall. So you have a look at the Spitfire. They usually sat on the ground pretty. You didn't need like someone to give you a boost up to get into it. So I did watch a video. Another guy called Chancer North NW, which probably means Northwest maybe. And he was carefully getting, he was using the pins, sewing pins sort of thing, and because they're nice and chrome, he was drilling the ends out and lowered the suspension down. So Len's a nice guy. Yep. Len, he does some good work, old Len too. A lot of Russian Cold War stuff. And me being half Polish, I was going to join his Iskra build, but I didn't have an Iskra. I had the Czech copied one. Yep, they give you weighted tyres but not struts. Yep. If you have a look at any 48 scale, and I haven't checked their 172nd scale kits, but they mould everything with weighted tyres, but no, not weighted struts. They all sit they're fully extended. Where if you have a look at the Spitfire or 109, they do sort of sit lower, just enough to give them that little bit of suspension travel, not all the way up here. And, yeah, and that I also been doing some research. That 48 scale to me, a Spit has got that really bad fault with all those sink marks through everywhere. There's even this old one from 1963. Everywhere there's a locating pin, there is a sink mark, and this is 1965, 2014. That's exactly the same thing. So I haven't looked actually. That's a very good. Yeah, I haven't noticed that. Let me just check something out. I'll have a look on the. I'll have a look on something here. This is probably one of the newest kits I've bought. This is the Eduard, the Aussie 8 twin set. Comes with the poster and the on an Airfix kit. Sorry, mate. Yeah, but I'll just check whether Eduard done the same thing. No, Eduard landing gear is weighted. The Spitfire one is way too long. This is a beautiful set. If you're into Australian aircraft, it's a bloody beautiful set. And I don't know whether I'll build it. That Eduard twin kit set comes with the book, photo etch, masks, poster. It's a really, really nice set. I did have the weekend edition of the aircraft itself first. But Edward ones are fine. I just don't know about Tamiya. I haven't got a 48 scale Tamiya kit. Nothing in the build pile. No. No, I haven't got one. Not handy anyway. I'll just check. I'll just go through this one. See if the German one's the same. I didn't even know there was an Anzac group build on Flory's next year. Yeah, mate. Once I get my camera set up, I'm just in the process of doing my model room up. It's a bombshell. I'm embarrassed by it, but I'm going to do a little area for doing some inbox review. So I will do inbox review on. It's a beautiful kit. It really is a beautiful kit. I'm sort of a bit of an Edward fan. Not so much the BF 109 ones are in the fully extended position. So these ones are wrong. I like these Edward packaging so you can seal them back up. I just don't want to break anything off. Now let me show you here. I've been looking into this. Ooh, my Edward BF 109 E3 propeller has got some horrible sink marks in the back of it. Yuck. It's horrible. Now, I don't know whether you're going to see this or not. Probably not. But see the Oreo struts here are fully extended. They're opened up wide. They should be sitting down to allow that movement on the aircraft when it's running on a rough ground. This is when it's wheels up. Those Oreos will fully extend up. Yeah, I walked into my local hobby shop, which is nearly, fairly expensive, and I bought. They must have got a good deal on some Profi packs, and I bought a couple of Profi packs off them. I think I got them for about $38 Australian. I remember you built the little BF 108 Tulfin was the one I did see you build that one. That was a nice little build. That was one of your first builds on one of those, I think, from memory. But the landing gear on the Messerschmitt is wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. Have you got an Edward 109 in your stash, Darren? Could you modify it? Well, yes, you could. You could. The only thing which I think, no, you could. You could modify it, but then I think it would have a weak spot in it. I think because there's not much between the actual strut and the actual small axle for the wheel that you could get something to fit in there. Yeah, right. Ooh, yeah, rightio. You got a nice CNC machine, HG. It'd be nice. I reckon if you did those, HG, there'd be a market for those because I think, well, to tell you the truth, I haven't had a look at whether Brazen do the correction. Or there's SAC, but I'm not too sure whether they. I don't know whether they make Brazen make the landing gear. But I appreciate that, yeah, for sure. But this is a Profi pack, good decals, set of canopy masks which always work out well. Another thing which I don't really like about Eduard kits and their photo etch, I'm not a big fan of it, is the coloured stuff. Yeah, it'd probably be all right if the coloured stuff was just the instrument dial backing, but when it involves the interior part of the aircraft, as in the RLM02 or the RLM, oh boy, what's the other RLM 66? It's too hard to match the colour to the photo etch, so you're going to have bits and pieces that look out of place. Not so bad on 1/72 scale kits, but when you're talking about 148 and 1/32 scale, I think it's just going to look out of place. Which reminds me, yeah, you've done that. I haven't built a Mr. Schmidt for a long time. I was down to building a 1.0. Oh yeah, what the hell goes on with that? And yeah, I'd rather yeah, I'd rather not that. Mr. Schmidt's 109s, yeah, I've got. Yeah, I might have to start one. The last one I built, which I started to really, really hate because of the way they marketed it. And when I started building it, I thought it was a pretty piss poor kit. The way it was marketed very cleverly by Airfix was their 148 scale E3. But when I sort of put it in my brain that it is what it is, yeah, well, I bought some masks. I've got a 124 scale, I've got a couple of 124 scale Airfix 109s, and I bought the mask set for those because I think in 124 scale, no matter how good the decals are, I think it'll stand out like dog's nuts at their decals. So I think I'm going to mask it too with these ones and use the masks. Plus the FX decals are back on the kits that I've got there. The decals aren't as good as what they are today. They're not Catagraph. The Catagraph decals in the new kits might be absolutely fantastic, but we were hoping to do a set of 24th scale decals for your uncle's aircraft, Jared, but the bigger we got, yeah, the bigger we got on the decals, the more pixelated they became. Now, I think it might be because of the program that we're using to take the reference photos from. But I'll have to get you to send me some more photos. I've only got those few that you sent me. But the one we wanted to build, or I was going to build on a diorama base, Jared, was the one of your uncle standing to his back to everybody. And he had an assistant. Yeah, I've been going for the archives too. The one we stand in the back, had the camouflage netting on the wings and everything, that promotional photo, that's the one I wanted to model. That I think that was white one. And I can't even find whether your uncle's aircraft had any kill markings on the tail. So I'm not too sure. But yeah, no kill markings yet. No. Yeah. Yeah. But what I could make out from the photo too, your uncle must have been a pretty tall man. Like yeah, yellow. White one was E4, I think, wasn't it? And then the E3 was there was another photograph of him in an E3. Or I might have mixed up. There was another promotional. E4 was 11, right? Well, I'm thinking it was rightio. So that's what I'm thinking. White 11. I'm thinking of white one. So I've only seen one on that photo. Yeah. So you could basically use all your Grim Reaper and stencils from Tamiya. Yeah. So you're going to use the 48 scale Tamiya kit, or you're going to use the Ebbo kit, because the old Tamiya kit is a little bit. Yeah. 2 Tamiyas. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about going for a Edward E3. Yeah. Build out a box, or are you going to put anything in the interior, Aries or something in the interior, or an interior set? Yep. Bear with me, guys, for a minute. I've got to put tea on. I'll be back in 2 secs. I've got to feed my dog. It's laying there. I'm going to go hungry yet because I haven't fed it yet. It's like an hour and a half overdue. Isn't that right, Lucy? No tea. You want some tea? Come here. Come up. Say hello. Come up. Don't. This way. Say hello to everyone out there. Say hello, Lucy. See you in there? There. Jazz said, hi, Lucy. You're not even looking in the camera. You got to look right there. There's birdies out there. But this is in the camera. Yeah, she's a beauty. She's a Kelpie. She turned 7, just turned 7. But we're going to go and have some tea because you're hungry. Tea. Look out for the birdies. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm going to have to duck. I'm going to have to duck off and cut the chat short. Sorry, um, just had visitors pull up, but I'll be back on a bit later tonight if you're still about. So sorry for being rude. I'm sorry about that, but I'll catch you later. If you could let HG know, but if it does so, but I'll talk to you later anyway. Yep, I'll be back on a bit later. Sorry, guys.